Welcome to the Angus Report, the week's top Angus stories broadcast on the web by the American Angus Association. I'm Bob Cervera. Our top story for the week: the American Angus Association Board of Directors has announced a long-range planning initiative to better identify the needs of members and their customers. The association will gather input and develop strategies that continue the breed's relevance into the future during the next several months.
We're going to be gathering input well into the spring. We want to assemble all of that information as we seek input early in the summer and sit down with the board in June to initiate this planning process to establish the plan. They can submit through the website. We have a questionnaire. We're also mailing that in the journal, putting it in the Angus Beef Bulletin. We're going to have a listening post in Denver, so there's various ways that they can provide input. As far as the input that we're looking for feedback on how we're doing. We're looking for feedback on what our members or people using Angus genetics see in the future that we need to help provide to make them successful. So we're looking for ideas, we're looking for feedback.
Visit angus.org for more information or to submit an input. Surveys are also included in the January issues of the Angus Journal and the Angus Beef Bulletin. The association begins the new year with the latest program in the I Am Angus series, set to air Monday, January 3rd. The show is the third program in the association's four-part television series and celebrates the history of the National Western Stock Show and the heritage of the Angus breed throughout the U.S. The program is sponsored by the Identity Profile for Angus and airs at 7 p.m. Central Time, Monday, January 3rd on RFD TV. Check local listings for more information or visit our website to watch a preview of the January program. And finally, variables can be difficult to track when figuring the break-even point in a cattle enterprise. Cow-calf producers now have a tool to help determine feeder-calf value.
The feeder-calf calculator is a tool not unlike other calculators that have been developed for the same purpose in the past. The core function is for a rancher, cow-calf producer, to be able to understand what that calf should be worth as a feeder calf. If we know some things about what potentially that animal could be worth at the sale after the feeding period.
Cattlemen input as much information as they know, from weight and freight expenses to expected performance and carcass measures. The program calculates what a feeder could pay for calves, either selling the finished animals live or on a grid.
The calf price break-even calculator, as well as a fed cattle break-even tool, are free and available at cabpartners.com. Both come with a step-by-step guide. That's all for this Angus Report. Join us next week when we provide the American Angus Association's latest news and information. Until then, visit our website, Facebook, or Twitter pages for articles, videos, and more information. Thanks for joining us.
I was one of those guys that was Mineral of the Month guy. Well, behind me there's 80 rolls of hay that 3 years ago would have been consumed. And by using the VitaFirm products, we were able to get better utilization of our hay during the feeding process. You know, these 80 rolls represent $50 per roll, which is $4,000 savings. This is hay that I can use again next year, that I will use next year. That's why I stayed with VitaFirm. I mean, it worked.